Hi guys, if you want to hear a longer version of this podcast where we go through you, the viewer, or the listener's game-changing tips, sign up to our version of Patreon that's even better. It's anotherslice.com/absolute game changer. Absolute game changer!
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, I have an absolute game changer for you, Christopher Martin.
Go for it, mate.
Okay. I was kind of inspired by last week's Matt Kirshen car taking the jacket off thing.
Yeah.
My absolute game changer, when you're on a long car ride, there's a game you can play that is absolutely epic and will pass the time.
Right.
You introduced it to me.
Yeah.
It is Guess the People in the Car in Front.
Yes, good game.
It's such a good game. If you haven't played this game, what you have to do is, as you're about to overtake a car, you all have to guess. It can be as small as how many people are in the car.
How many people? I'm just a fan of how many people.
How many people. But what gets more fun is when you go, what kind of person? Is it old white man and his dog? Or is it someone smoking? Or do they have glasses or not glasses?
Yes.
And you get really specific, and the passenger has to look really closely in the car
I forgot how fun this
determine.
game is.
It is so much fun, and you get so excited. Everything's like, yeah, when you get it
when
right.
you nail it. There's someone driving, they look out the window and they see like two of us in the car. Yeah.
They're just like
two people wearing glasses. Yes.
It is the most fun game.
It's a great game. You think it would get boring after like 5, but you're not like, and then you're like, because you're looking at the car and you're like it's a Subaru.
Yeah.
Like,
So who drives
sort
a
of
Subaru?
a middle-aged white guy.
Yeah.
You're thinking.
Definitely.
Yeah.
And weirdly, you'd think it would just be for like, younger people, older people might not enjoy it.
Yeah.
But we actually played this with my Auntie Kits when she was about 70 odd.
Yeah.
And
she got into it.
She was right into it. Like she was taking it super seriously, really guessing like down to the minuscule details. It was really fun. And it's so exciting that every time you pass a car, the only thing is just make sure you drive safely, because sometimes it does make
Sometimes you do
really
want to speed up to have a look.
Yeah.
I've got to see if that is a family of 4 and if it's a girl-boy formation in the back.
Yeah.
You get up to it and then you're like, they've got 2 boys. This is shit.
Yeah. Or don't play it on your own, because you really need someone else to really look
on your
for
own
you.
would be kind of,
terrifying.
Also on your own would be, I guess it would pass the time. A bit sad. That's all right.
Oh.
Why not?
Well, I just don't want
How our ultimate would be, you're driving up to someone, you're like, it's 3.
Oh my God, they're playing the game.
Husband, wife, and then 2 kids. And then you look, and no, because they wouldn't do it from behind, you'd be in front. What happens is you catch up and you're like, it's husband, wife, and 1 kid. And then you look to your right on the 3rd lane and there's people looking, oh my God, it's a couple. It's a mixed race girl and a white guy. Yes!
That would be the best
the Russian doll of the game.
Oh my God.
It's a great game.
It's kind of like, I've told you about how when I always thought a perfect way to meet like your soulmate, like in my dream scenario, would be I'm singing like a song on the radio that I love, and I pull up to like a light and I turn around and the person in the car next to me is singing the same song, and then we're meant to be together.
Okay.
So it's kind of similar.
So yeah,
you can see that.
It's good for my self-esteem, knowing that you'll just leave me for anyone who happens to be listening to the same
Get to
radio
the gym,
station.
Chris.
Doesn't matter. Get to the gym.
Keep yourself attractive for
You've
me.
divorced me. I'm remembering that always. He's divorced me. Okay.
But that's my absolute game
I love
changer.
that. I've got no complaints with that.
Yes.
That's a great one. I think, and if people like to listen to a podcast in a car, I feel like people can be using this right now.
Yeah. Stop listening to us and just start playing the game.
Stop listening. Start playing the game. Start life. Okay. I'm going to do... All right.
Okay.
My new game changer.
Yep.
Just to keep... I've got a travel one, but I'll use that for another week.
Okay.
That's not really travel. This one is buying good salt.
Oh my God. This is like basmati rice all over again.
Pink Himalayan salt or Malden salt. It's a game changer right
Is
now.
that it? That's the end.
What do you mean that's the end?
Reasons?
What do you mean reasons? It makes food taste better.
I think it tastes the same.
It doesn't taste the same. We've got cheap salt at home. I use that for disinfecting water and putting it in my eyes. Wouldn't...
If you have a sty, not just in general, just putting salt in your eye.
I hate. I'm so annoyed with this purchase so much.
Eye.
Teach me a lesson. Buy the good salt, Chris.
The only reason I have shit salt is to rub it in my eye.
Rub it. That's all it does. It doesn't deserve to go near my lips. It's disgusting. But when we first, because salt was one of those things, probably till we moved to America, that just was in a house. I don't think I'd ever knowingly bought salt.
Yeah, same.
It just appeared. Mm-hmm. It was there. Either you got it passed down from a parent. I don't know how. It's like bedding. It's like the bedding of the kitchen.
Yeah, they just
salt and pepper.
When you rent a place, it's like here's the couch, here's the bed, here's the salt.
Here's a jar of salt that has been there since 1974.
Yeah.
And then I decided we got salt grinder. I'm gonna go. I spent money on pink Himalayan salt. And it makes shit taste better. Why are you acting like you don't know this?
I don't not know this. I just think it just kind of tastes the same.
It doesn't taste the same.
But I'm really happy that you taste.
It's a different. It's like it's the same as going. I'm trying to think what the same. It's the same as you getting home brand Coke versus real Coke, Coca-Cola.
But I will sometimes do that for cheapness because I am.
But it's less good though.
Yeah.
It makes life less good. This is to make life more bearable. If you're going to put salt in something, which you're supposed to kind of moderate, have a moderate amount of salt in your diet, get the good shit. Life's too short. Have the good shit, guys. Treat yourself. Make it pink. Have flamboyant looking salts from the Himalayas. For some reason, those mountains make the best salt.
Why is it pink?
I don't know. It's breast cancer awareness salt. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Do you, Indy? You look like a man who's a salt connoisseur. I don't know why.
I don't know why I take offense to that, but yeah.
No, offended. You just strike me as someone that is grown
someone
up
that
enough.
eats ribs with
I'm
gloves.
a salt guy.
I think
sure.
you're
a salt guy. So do you know what I mean about a good salt?
Yeah, I'm not as particular about the salt as much as there is salt. It doesn't matter
as long as there's some salt.
There just needs to be salt in the
food.
Yeah.
Well, you're not the one that cooks, though, right? Tori cooks. So Tori, then with the salt, do you know what I'm talking about?
I do, and I agree that finishing salt, which is the bougie salt, like flaky salt, is the best.
That's a Malden.
Oh, is that the one that's like sometimes in a little tub that comes like when you go to like a fancy restaurant?
Do you ever get salt and it's just
with
in
a
little
tiny
with a tiny spoon? You know it's good salt.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Like a little cocaine spoon.
No one's tiny spooning bad salt. So it's called finishing salt. Is that the brand or the terminology for the salt?
Terminology.
Yeah.
So you could put a different type of salt in the preparation, but on the seasoning, you put in it's almost like the headline. It's the headline salt.
So you've got more than one salt in the house.
You're not actually supposed to use the bougie salt in the dish. Like if you have a high enough quality salt, finishing salt, you're only supposed to use that once the thing is cooked.
It's like a
ready to be served.
That's an absolute game changer, knowing that.
Yeah, I didn't know that. I didn't know there was a finishing salt. It's like
finishing school.
It is finishing school for salt.
For salt, yeah. They're really, really high class.
Really classy.
They're just salts practicing like walking with a book on its head and stuff.
It's good. It's weird though, because the flakes, in a way, they look the most disgusting. They look like dandruff, but they taste like
But it's not the same. No, because it feels different. It's a different texture.
Okay.
If it crumbled if it almost disintegrated like dandruff, then
finishing salt. So now you know, Indy, you're getting the good finishing salt, my friend.
Heck yeah, dude.
There we go.
Yeah.
All right. There we go.
That was great.
You've been converted. We learned a new thing.
I'm going to get finishing salt very soon.
Could I use Himalayan salt as finishing salt, Tori?
Yes, absolutely.
There we go.
You can.
We've already got it. I haven't just been using it to finish. I've been using it to start, middle.
But not in the dish, though, right?
But I've been putting it in the dish. But I've got crap salt. I'll put it in the dish.
There we go.
And
Stop using it in your eyes. Put it.
Take it out of my eyes. Take it out of my eyes.
Cry it into
Put it in the chili.
Just like the tears, just the salty tears.
Hand picked salt. I watered salt. Okay. We've got a game changer from a good friend of ours. And
who is it? Is it
Sascha Rothchild.
Sascha Rothchild, incredible showrunner, writer of fiction and non-fiction.
Yeah. Her book, Blood Sugar, very good.
Please check it out. It's incredible.
But more importantly, check out her game-changing advice.
My life hack, how to tell when someone is lying. If someone gives you more than one excuse for anything, they're lying. I couldn't come to your party because I had COVID. That's a great reason and probably the truth.
It's a great reason.
I couldn't come to your party because I had COVID and also I got a flat tire.
Yeah.
Clearly a lie because you don't need two reasons not to do something. Once you know this, you're going to notice who lies about things all the time and who is telling the truth.
Love that.
Love that.
Thou doth protest too much.
Yes.
Is an extension.
I definitely
it's very true.
do that.
You just put 50 reasons for something.
I do. I especially do that. I really double down if someone is wearing something very ostentatious. So I feel like I have to comment on it, but I don't like it. So like if if I give a compliment, I can give more than one compliment. But if I go, oh my God, that's amazing. I love that so much. That's like the best thing I've ever seen. It's like, woo, and the green and just the fit of it and the way it moves. Like if I keep on going, I am lying.
If you say it in that tone.
Well, yeah. I mean, obviously.
I'm going to know it's bullshit.
Obviously, I'm a fantastic actress. So I would say it better. I was amping it up for the
viewers,
listeners at home.
And listeners. Okay, right. I know what you mean. Yeah, I'm a firm believer in that. More than one excuse.
Yeah.
Game. Do you know what someone did the other day? They went, I can't make it to your thing, and didn't give me any excuse. And I was like, fuck you. Give one
That's
excuse.
utter confidence.
Oh, I can't come. And I'm like, I always have to say
I always have to say why.
In a way,
I think it's better.
I'd love someone to just go, I can't come because I don't want to.
Yeah.
I'd love that because that's kind of what the truth is.
Yeah.
I say I'd love it. I'd kind of hate it.
No, I'd
respect
probably
it.
cry. But then years later, I would look back and think, wow, that guy I respect that person.
I've learned in life that generally, whatever reason someone gives, you think it matters, it doesn't matter.
It
it's often not even the truth.
Yeah.
Someone rejects a script we pitch, they'll say a reason, and it's probably not the reason. And you're like, well, they said that. It's like, no one... People just say anything.
It's like one of those like blank
just
emails.
They don't want it.
Yeah.
It's the same as they can't come to your thing.
Yeah.
I don't want to come.
In fact, there's actually on professional level, there was someone in the industry we were supposed to meet, and she cancelled with like 10 minutes to go because she forgot she had another thing, and she was just bad. And she said in the email, I'm really bad at scheduling, and I wished she had lied.
Yeah.
Because I just thought you're really bad at your job, as opposed to like, tell me you've got COVID, and then I'll be like, cool, I'm not questioning that.
I agree.
Sometimes you just got to lie.
One excuse, not a lie. Two excuses, it's a lie. No excuse, respect.
Although I guess sometimes there are those days where, when you're like, you get out of the house and then it starts to rain and then your umbrella turns inside out and then your tire gets flat and then if it's one of those days.
If you're living in a romantic comedy, that doesn't happen. What are you talking about? Bridget Jones? No. When does that ever happen?
That's happened.
That's never happened to you.
Things like that have happened to me.
No.
Yes, maybe I am a rom-com character.
No, there we go.
They have.
There you go. Well,
okay. Well, thank you, Sascha.
Thank you, Sascha.
I do agree. I do think that
it.
is a lie if you do more than one.
Guys, that's the end of this week's episode. On that note, Bridget Jones. If you guys want to hear the premium episodes, go on anotherslice.com/absolute game changer where you can hear some lovely listener advice.
Woo.
Absolute game changer!